Rory, it's brilliant to catch up with you, especially after the year that you had last year, but you finished it off in style, your third race to Dubai. Just how important was it for you and how nice was it to go off in such a high?
It was really nice. I mean, 2015 had its high points and its low points for me. And honestly, it was, I was saying, even going into the final stretch of the season, it was a bit of a lost year because I felt like I didn't give myself the best chance in the majors and the injury and everything. So to finish the season off in style and on a high like that was, I guess, the best way I could have asked to finish the year. So, and it gave me a great bit of momentum going into this year as well. So, I obviously couldn't have asked for a better way to end 2015.
And for a professional sportsman, unless you've been in that situation, I imagine there's nothing more frustrating than not being able to play your sport, and most of all for you, I guess, defend your Open Championship.
Yeah, it was, it's funny, I didn't think it would be as hard as it was, but lying there on the sofa watching, especially at St Andrews as well. I mean, St Andrews is my favourite Open venue. Not having the chance to defend. Hopefully I'll be able to defend it at other points, if I can get my hands on that claret jug again. But it was very difficult, and I'd never experienced anything like that, and hopefully I never have to experience anything like that again.
And I mean, unless you're there, unless you're engrossed in it, like you were watching it on the TV on your sofa, does that kind of change your perspective on what the Open means to you or how other people perceive golf? Does it give you a bigger picture? It
does. It gave me a way bigger picture. I remember, because it went quite late with the playoff and everything, I remember I was just out of the pool. I did a rehab session in the kids' pool in a gym in Belfast because I couldn't even really walk. I had to be in water and a bit of buoyancy. So I remember I didn't watch the end of it. I learned that Zach Johnson won as I got out of the pool when I was doing my rehab. So it does give you a bigger picture because, whenever you are engrossed in it and it is your world and it means everything to you, but at the same time, I realized that people just go to work the next day and get on with their own lives, and it's a bit different. So it did give me the sense of a bigger picture, and I feel like in that way it was a good thing for me.
I mean, you sort of left the door open for these guys, Jordan and Jason, to come through and ultimately pipping you off the #1 post. I imagine that was just so hard to watch. I mean, there's nothing that you could have done about it.
No, absolutely nothing, especially coming back. I felt like for my first tournament back at the PGA Championship after the injury, I played pretty well, and the first 2 rounds being grouped with Jordan, and I felt like I was in good enough shape to compete, but it was just a little bit early for me. But I can't really take anything away from what they've done. I mean, Jordan had one of the best years ever last year, really, with the 2 wins in the majors and being so close in the other 2, and Jason breaking through and winning his first major. They've played exceptional golf in my absence, and because of that they're in a position now where they are in golf, and it's up to me to play better to match them and to hopefully overtake them again.
So looking ahead to this year, I'm sure the first big thing on your list is the Masters. It's the career Grand Slam, it's everything I'm sure that you want.
Yeah.
Your preparation so far in the Middle East is going really well. What will you be changing this year going into that?
The only thing I've really changed in terms of preparation is I'm going to play a couple more events leading up to the Masters. I feel like the last couple of years I've been, the Masters was always my 6th tournament of the year. That's what I wanted it to be. I don't know why, but this year it's going to be the 8th tournament of the year, and because the match play has moved before the Masters again, and I've added LA as well, just because it's a tournament I've never played, and I've heard a lot of great things about Riviera and the golf course. So that's really it. I mean, I feel like if I can play my way into some good form, there's no reason why I can't. And I feel like at the Masters, I go back each and every year and improve and play better. Last year was my best finish. I finished 4th, and the year before it was my best finish. So if I can keep improving every year and sort of keep figuring the golf course out each and every year, then hopefully sooner or later I'll get my hands on a green jacket.
And just finally, I mean, the majors are everything, I'm sure, but this year it is the Olympics. It's a huge opportunity. What would earning a gold medal mean to you?
It would mean an awful lot. I mean, I think golf in the Olympics, it means an awful lot to golf because it puts our sport on a bigger stage. You know, people that don't necessarily watch golf are going to watch it this year because it's in the Olympics. So I think as to broadcast golf to a wider audience, I think is going to be fantastic. Personally, a gold medal for me, it would mean a lot, but I think it'll take time to see how much that will mean at the end of my career. You know, whether golf becomes a real mainstay in the Olympics or not, but it's going to be a great experience nonetheless, and I'm going there and I'm going to enjoy it and embrace everything, and hopefully have a good time.
Rory, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to catch
Thank
up with you.
Thank you.
One of the true gentlemen of golf, and what a year 2016 is set to be, Rory McIlroy.